Hello everyone, thank you for checking out today's video. In this episode of our ServiceNow Fundamentals series, we're going to be covering how to create an inbound email action using Flow Designer. So let's go ahead and head over to our Flow Designer and we will get started. So if you just type in Flow Designer in your All Applications menu, you should see it appear. Okay, and that will take us over to our Workflow Studio. So from here, we need to go ahead and create the new flow. And let's go ahead and name our flow. So we'll call it YouTube demo. And we will run it as the sys user. Okay, and once we're done with that, you've seen that we're brought to our Flow Designer. I do have some Flow Designer videos out there, so I will link to them in the description if you are completely unfamiliar with how to use Flow Designer, but assuming you know how to use it a little bit. What we're going to do first is we're going to set up our trigger. So we'll go ahead and select Add a Trigger. And here's the one that we're looking for. We're looking for the inbound email. Okay, so from here, what we need to do is we need to set up our condition. So this is the condition that will be in place when we receive different inbound emails that will trigger this flow. So one of the things that you can look at is the body, obviously, but you can also look at the subject. So that's probably the main one that you guys are going to look for. So let's do subject starts with, and we'll put YouTube. And we don't need to do reply record type because this is an ad hoc email. It's not coming from a record per se, or at all. Not even per se. This is just a random email that is sent to the instance. Okay, from here we need to set up our action. So our action is we are going to create an incident from that email that we received. So from here, you can see it's already right there. I don't have to even search for it. We're going to do create record. Then you need to type in the name of the table. So it's incident. And then from there, you need to start populating your different fields on that table. So first thing that we'll do, we'll do short description first. So our short description will be the subject of the email. So off to the right here is your data pills, and you can just drag and drop. Okay, so our short description will be our subject. And our description, actually let's do assign to first. Our assign to will be able tutor. Okay. And our description will be our body of our email that we're sending to the instance. Okay, and you could add in more obviously if you want to, but this should be good for our demo. So once we're done with that, we'll hit done. We will activate our flow. And because this is our PDI and we don't have an email to send or an email address to send our test to, we need to go ahead and create an email within the system. So what we'll do is we'll type in emails in our all applications menu, and we'll type or select emails module underneath system log. From there, we'll select new. And what we're doing right now is we're simulating an email being sent to the instance. So you can see right here under type, it's under received. So we'll type in YouTube email test. Under body, we'll put description test. Okay. We'll hit save. And then I think I have to reprocess it, but let's do that just in case. And then once we do that, we'll see. Maybe we have two now. Oh, looks like we just have the one. So the email went through. So we need to see now, do we have any executions? We sure do. We have an execution that went off a few seconds ago. So let's head over to the incident table. Open. And there it is. That is the incident that we just created from our flow. And you can see it's pulling in the subject of the email. I don't have the emails table open anymore, or our email that we sent in, but you guys remember that we put in YouTube email test as our subject and then description test as our description, or for our body is what we had on the email. And like I said, you could always fill in these other fields if you want to. The goal is to create more automation, to create less work for your users. So assuming this would be something that your service desk would probably be working, you would probably want to fill out the assignment group, the impact and urgency. Maybe you just have a default, so it would come in as a low. They could adjust it as needed, but then all the mandatory fields that you have, you would want to make sure that those are being populated. And the good part is about caller is that if the person sending the email to the instance is sending it from an email that matches an existing user, it should map that email to that user on your system, and then you can obviously select that person to be the caller. I don't think ServiceNow does it by default. You'd have to specify that in the flow. But that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider giving this video a like. Please also consider subscribing to the channel. Catch you all in the next one very soon.